30 or 40 years ago, there was quite a bit of publishing activity relating to the anti-diabetes effects of fructose because exactly of that stimulating effect on the metabolism. But something is happening currently the last 3 or 4 years. Besides forgetting all of that, they're inventing a lot of new stuff to direct people away from the anti-diabetic effect of fructose. Supposedly some of the motivation of that is the popularity of what they call the high fructose corn syrup or corn sweeteners. And those are more fattening than sugar, but it isn't because they're actually high in fructose. They have slightly more fructose than glucose, but a group in Los Angeles a few weeks ago measured the amounts in some soft drinks and found that they accurately reported the content of fructose and glucose. But when they hydrolyzed the material, they found that there was much more carbohydrate in the drink than just the fructose and glucose. There was about 4 to 5 times as much caloric value in some kind of carbohydrate present in the drink that was not glucose or fructose. So if you have 4 or 5 times more food in your soda pop than you were thinking, you're going to be more likely to get fat, not because fructose is fattening, but just because you're getting a huge amount of pretty much the equivalent of eating flour.
So a huge amount of starch that strongly stimulates insulin, and insulin stores that starchy sugar as fat.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it was actually sucrose from white sugar, then it would be much easier for your body to store as glycogen in the liver.